speed into time, or speed is distance by time. So any one of this is sufficient. Okay, DSP, DST, like that you can remember. Or else generally we have one basic diagram. Some people are doing mistakes also in this. That's why we have a triangle shape. You can remember all this. One formula is okay, mapping to other one, we agree. Yeah, DST, right? If you close the D, S and T is in the same layer, multiplication. If you just close D, S and T in same layer, D equal to S, and T, S into T. If I close S, D and T are in different layer, distance by time. If I close time, D and S are in different layer, distance divided by speed. DST, you can just, okay, everybody know this just for your right info, okay. DST, like GST, DST, right? So now, okay, there are a lot of topics in under this time and distance. Okay, we can go for certain basic concepts where we can apply this. And next one is we have average speed concept, average speed, which is internally linked with time and distance only. There is one concept called as boats and streams. Problems on trains, relative speed together we'll discuss. Problems on trains, relative speed. Relative speed, other one is trains related questions. And for certain advanced level, if you want to enter, there is some concept called races and games as well. This is the advanced topic in this, races and games. Races and games also one of the application part for this. So basics, boats and streams, average speed, relative speed, along with the trains problem, races and games. 5 different concepts. Okay, which is again every question will internally depends on this basic point. Time is distance by speed, or distance is speed into time. But according to the situation, how you are changing that speed, how you are changing the distance, depends on situation is what matter for us. Now let's start with the basic questions. See the first one here. Very basic question is given, and this is given in one of the placements already. So let's see about this question, what they given. A man takes 5 hours in walking to a certain place and riding back. He would have gained 2 hours by riding both ways. Now, in terms of timing, you gained 2 hours means you travel 3 hours or 7 hours of journey. Walking and riding is taking how much time? You want to move from Gatkesa to Hyderabad or maybe Secunderabad, or let us say Paradise. Okay, so you want to move from here to there. Okay, one way you are walking, one way you are riding, it is taking 5 hours. Maybe while going walking, return is riding. Okay, what it might be 5 hours. Okay, now question is, next is both ways riding. While going riding in a bike or cycle, return also riding in a bike or cycle, you gain 2 hours. Means how much time taken, sir? 7 hours or 3 hours? 3 hours. In terms of timing, you gain 2 hours means you take less time. What is the profit in terms of timing you have is you take less time to reach the college, you gain some time. Gain in terms of timing, try to understand, don't do plus 2 hours. If it is profit, then it's a different thing. Okay, you have 5 rupees profit, now you gain 2 rupees means 7 rupees profit. But here it is the scenario where, okay, timing point of view, gained 2 hours means you saved 2 hours. Gained in terms of timing is like saving. You saved 2 hours in journey means you taken less time, obviously, right? Now next question is what? What is the time taken? Both ways is walking. Now anyone answer for this? 7 hours? We have all options 7, 11, 7, 8, 9, 11, all. Option A, 11 hours. Okay. 8 hours, fine. Somebody said 11, somebody said 8. Sir, 7 hours. Okay, fine. So let's see how the scenario is going on. It's very simple. Time taken for walking plus time taken for riding is nothing but equal to 5 hours. Distance is same. Distance same. Time taken for walking plus time taken for riding equal to 5 hours. Next thing is what? Time taken for riding A to B, then B to A. Both ways you are riding. So it's equal to 3 hours. You gained 2 hours means you taken 2 hours less than previous. 5 minus 2. It should be 5 minus 2, nothing but 3 hours. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3 hours. Okay. Now from the second point I came to know time taken for riding one way is 1.5 hours. That again given a clue. Time taken for walking one way is 3.5 hours. Superb. Now both ways walking will be 7 hours. Will be 7 hours. Simple equation. Time taken for walking plus time taken for riding. Both ways riding, both ways walking. Saved 2 hours. Clear with this question? Right, so let's see about the next one. So both ways walking, what is the time taken? This is a very basic. We not applied any formula with respect to timing. We are able to solve the question. Next one, a person traveled 80 kilometers in 6 hours. If the person traveled the first part with a uniform speed of 10 km per hour and the remaining part with a uniform speed of 18 km per hour, what percentage of the total distance is traveled at uniform speed of 10 km per hour? This is the question. In fact, this question is given in GATE exam already. GATE previous question. A person traveled 80 kilometers in 6 hours. If the person traveled the first part with a uniform speed of 10 km per hour and the remaining with a uniform speed of 18 km per hour, what percentage of the total distance is traveled at a uniform speed of 10 km per hour? I believe you understand total distance is 80, total time taken to travel is 6 hours, but in that 80 kilometers, certain distance is traveled with 10 km per hour, certain distance with 18 km per hour. Now we need to sort it out. What distance with 18, what distance with 10. Then see why I mentioned GATE exam clearly. If suppose this question is given in placements, the question generally what they'll ask at the last line is how much distance travel with 10 km per hour. They'll ask in that direction. But in GATE exam, what's the problem? They have only maximum 10 questions from this verbal and quant reasoning all together. Only 10 questions. What they're doing is they're one question they're asking two different topics. Here time and distance as well as percentages. If you don't know percentages, you cannot handle this question. Even you are good in time and distance. They'll mix two or three topics in GATE because less number of questions, more topics to be covered. Quant, reasoning, verbal, all together, they have to ask maximum 10 questions. And that too from quant and reasoning, maximum 8 questions only. There are a lot of topics, maximum 8 questions. That's why they'll mix up two different things generally. Most of the questions in GATE, they lead with percentages. In quant topic especially. Now anyone solve? Sir? 43.7. Okay. What distance with 10 km per hour? What distance travel with 10 km per hour? To 280 by 80. Fine. So basically what we can do, here speed is given, you don't know what is the distance initially travel. General approach, we'll see some other approaches later. First thought every student will get while solving this question is, your total distance is 80. Let's say first distance d1, you travel with 10 km per hour. Total distance is 80. First distance d1, you travel with 80, okay, 10 km per hour. Next remaining distance is 80 minus d1. You travel with a speed of 18 km per hour. Right? So see, I'm just dividing the entire distance of 80 kilometers into two things, d1 and 80 minus d1. Right? Now, timing. Time is distance by speed. First one distance d1, speed 10. Second one distance 80 minus d1, speed 18. This should be equal to 6 hours as per the question. They said total time taken is 6 hours. Sir, you said time is distance by speed. Total distance 80. Total time taken is 6. Why can't you do directly 80 by 6? Keep two different speeds are there. You have to break up. Two different speeds are there. You have to break up. First one time taken, second one time taken. What's the time taken? With 10 km per hour you travel. What's the time taken to travel with 18 km per hour? We have to split it. Right? Fine. Now, so this is, if we take LCM for 10 and 18, 90 will be here. This is 9d1 plus 5 into 80 minus d1. It's equal to 6. This is basic approach. You can find in all textbooks as well. We'll see some alternative after this. Okay, this is what. Now if we can cross multiply, what is there? Okay, here it's 9d1 plus 400 minus 5d1 equal to 90 into 6, 540. 9d1 minus 5d1 is 4d1. 4d1 equal to 140. d1 equal to 140 divided by 4, which in fact one of your friends said 280 divided by 8. 280 divided by 8 or 140 divided by 4, both are same. It's nothing but equal to 35 kilometers if I am not wrong. You do that calculation. So you travel 10 kilometers per hour, 35 kilometers. Next, what is the question is in terms of percentage out of total distance. What is the total distance, sir? 80. So you travel with 10 kilometer per hour, how much distance? With 10 kilometer per hour, how much distance you travel? 35. So 35 divided by 80. Percentage is out of total. You travel 35 kilometers, out of total 80 into 100 we have to do, which is 24 times, 25 times, 35 into 5, 175. 175 divided by 4 divided by 2 is anyhow 87 point something, yeah, 82.5 or 87.5. 87.5 again divided by 2 is 43.75. Perfect. So option C is correct. Percentage is 43.75. Total distance is 80 kilometers. We split into 2, d1 and 80 minus d1. Time is distance by speed. So first distance d1 with speed 10. Next distance is 80 minus d1 with speed 18 km per hour. That should be equal to 6. Right. Okay. See, if you people are aware of mixtures and alligation concept, this question can be handled in mixtures and allegations as well. Sir, how can we map this to mixtures and allegations? You just imagine, so here you are mixing, like total distance is 80, you travel with 10 km per hour and 18 km. Two things are mixed. With two different speeds, you travel the total, you mixed up. Mixing means adding. let's say two different things are added, you can solve this. That's what the basic method which will come to your mind when you see this question is this one. This is what traditional way of solving this question. Total 80 kilometers. We split d1 and 80 minus d1, and you are handling with different speeds. All this fine. You got the answer. But the other way of solving the same question, the other way of solving the same question is using mixtures and alligation concept. So how can we do that, sir? First one with what speed? 10 kilometer per hour. Second one is with 18 kilometer per hour. Mixing. How much is mixing speed? So see, in mixture alligation, every parameter must be same units. Here, first one kilometer per hour, second one kilometer per hour. Mixing also have to bring in kilometer per hour. How to do that is 80 kilometers in 6. That's a mixing, right? Total 80 kilometers in 6 hours. It's a mixing one, added one. I have tried, this is nothing but 40 divided by 3. So here 40 divided by 3 is mixing. And for calculations to be easy, as already this is divided by 3, you can write 10 kilometer per hour as 30 by 3. Is there any change in this calculation point of view? Same, right? 30 by 3 is nothing but 10. 18 can be written as 54 divided by 3. So why you are doing this? In mixture alligation, you have to take difference and put in opposite side. While taking difference, things should be easy for you. And one more thing you have to verify is middle one should be between those two values. What is numerator about to? 30 and 54. Mixing one numerator 40. 40 is between 30 and 54, right? Then okay, it is valid one only. Or else there is a mistake in the question itself. Mixture alligation, that's the primary thing you have to check. Your mixing value must be between those two given values. More than minimum, less than maximum. No, sir, this is more than the maximum value means wrong. It is less than the minimum value means wrong. Okay, fine. Now, what's the difference here? 54 and 40? 14 divided by 3 here, 30 and 40. 10 divided by 3, 3 get cancelled. This is nothing but 7 and 5. 7 is to 5. Right? Okay. Now, total distance is 80. Total distance is 80. Right now, here this is speed. Here you can see it is in terms of speed. This is, yeah, what is the difference here? 10 kilometer per hour, 18 kilometer per hour. This is all in terms of speed. Now you got put at that in differences, fine. Now time is distance by speed, time and distance are, if you want in terms of timing, this will give actually in terms of timing. Timing will be in reverse actually. If speeds are there, timing will be inversely proportional to speed. Total timing is how much, sir? Total timing 6 hours. Okay. Then this is 3.5 and 2.5 I can make. 3.5 and 2.5 hours. 7 plus 5 is how much? 7 plus 5, 12. But total time travel in question, total time travel is 6 hours. Now this is 3.5 hours, other one 2.5 hours. Okay. In terms of timing, we are mapping this. Now 10 kilometer per hour, 3.5 hours means how much distance, sir? 10 kilometer per hour, 3.5 hours. 35 kilometers. 35 kilometers. Whereas next one, 18 kilometer per hour for 2.5 hours. 18 into 2.5, or else we can say it's nothing but 9 into 5, 45, 35 plus 45, total 80 kilometers. So first one 35 kilometers, second one with 45. With 10 kilometer per hour, you travel 35 kilometers. With 18 kilometer per hour, you travel 45 kilometers. This ratio you have to consider for timing. What are the ratio we got? We should consider this for timing. So with 10 kilometer per hour, you travel 35. With 18 kilometer per hour, you travel 45. This is another approach, sir. First one itself is easy. It's fine. Let it be. But I just want to trigger in your minds, we can apply mixes and allegations in a lot of concepts. Not only percentage మనం apply చేయొచ్చు, profit and loss we can apply, simple interest and compound interest we can apply, ratios, averages, why not time and distance also you can apply that mixes and allegation concept. Why I'm telling you this second method, we have done the first method, why I'm telling you second method is, మీరు కొన్ని if you refer certain textbooks, కొన్ని textbooks మీరు చూస్తే ఈ type of questions మీకు mixes allegations లో ఇస్తున్నారు. Then people may think about, sir, why this here? Because we can also apply this. This is the second way of solving, other way of solving the question, right? And let me give you some other basic question. How to solve this question? A man is running with 10 kilometer per hour. How much time it takes to travel 5 kilometers? If he takes 5 minutes less for every kilometer. Say just again, I want to just update you in this question. First method you already got 35. I'm talking only about this. Percentage will be common. 35 out of 80 into 100. That's all fine. But this is easy. Fine. Okay, you can follow that. Certain questions, mixed allegations easy. Certain questions directly doing is easy. But I just want to tell you, okay, there is another method also to solve this question. This is one other way. You can apply mixtures and allegations as well. Mixing, this is all are in speed. This one also should be in speed. Then put differences and opposite. This ratio is related to timing one we have to consider. Timing totally 6 hours. This is 12. Okay, we have to divide by half to reach 6. So we divided by 2. Then 10 kilometer per hour for 3.5 hours means that indicates 35 kilometers. With 18 kilometer per hour, 45 kilometers means that, okay, that's what 2.5 hours means. That indicates 45 kilometers. That's what the outline. Now, when you see about this question, what's the answer? This is again basic. 55 minutes. Okay. Remaining please check. 10 kilometer per hour. You have to travel 5 kilometers. But condition, you have to take 5 minutes rest for every kilometer. Previous question, whatever we discussed is gate exam, where we have 65 questions and 180 minutes time. Means you have more than 2 minutes for the question. Don't worry, previous question is time taken once. How can we solve? It's not asked in placements. In placements point of view, one question, 1 minute. That way we have to plan. But if the question is given in gate, we have arams a lot of time. 65 questions, 180 minutes. Close to 3 minutes, I can say. If we ignore 5 questions, close to 3 minutes we have. Right, so one of your friend given 55 as the answer. Anyone else? What do you got? Yes, same answer or any other? 55. Let's see. That's what when a question is given, you just see the traveling time, and you can divide this into two things. One is traveling time, one is rest time. So how much time you traveled is traveling time is distance divided by speed. Distance you have to travel 5 kilometers. Speed is 10. So 5 by 10 means half an hour, which is nothing but equal to 30 minutes. Okay. Now you have to take rest after. You have to take rest after every kilometer, right? So first 0, you completed 1 kilometer, you have to take rest. Again 1 kilometer completed, you have to take rest. Again 1 kilometer completed, you have to take rest. Guys, listen, this is practical here. When you're walking also for long distance, you will plan like that only. After 1 kilometer, we'll sit, we'll take rest. Again 1 kilometer, you sit, you take rest. Why you are taking rest is again you have to travel. You need to regain the energy. Now you travel 1 kilometer, you rest. Right. Listen, you are taking rest after traveling 1 kilometer. Now, very important point, listen. Answer is 50, not 55. You reached 5 kilometers, then you are taking rest. But question is what? Time taken to travel 5. You reach it, then you are taking rest. Why are you consider that? My question is only Time taken to travel 5 kilometers. After reaching that, then you are taking rest. That last rest point is not required. Later you take rest for 5 minutes or half an hour or entire day you sleep. I don't worry. My target reached, right? So don't take that last rest point. That's what the update in this question. So 4 rest points, 4 into 5, 20 minutes. So total time taken is adding these two. This is rest time. Total time taken is time taken to travel plus rest time together 15 minutes. Not 50, that's one update in this question. Okay. So last also you take 5 minutes. Many people will argue, but try to understand the logic. Good. Let's see about the next question. 50 is the answer. Traveling time plus rest time together we have to add. Two cars start from A and B and travel towards each other at the speed of 50 km per hour and 60 km per hour respectively. At the time of their meeting, the second car has traveled 120 km more than the first one. The distance traveled between A and B is what? The distance between A and B is what? So they're not given distance between A and B, but one car moving from A to B, another car is moving from B to A. One with the speed of 50 km per hour, other one with the speed of 60 km per hour. So this is trains are traveling opposite direction. This is relative speed. I too agree, but okay, that knowledge is not required to solve this basic question. Relative speed we'll discuss all together later, but this question can be handled directly, no problem. Sir, 1320. Okay. Option B is what one of your friend claiming. In fact, that's correct one. So what you should do? You are traveling from A to B. One car is moving from A to B. Another car is moving from B to A. We don't know what is the total distance, but they are going to meet at some place here. Certain place they are going to meet. But at that time, second car is traveled. Okay, 120 kilometer. D1 is this one travel. This one travel D2. Okay, and we have a clear idea. D2 is D1 plus 120. Okay, many ways of solving this question. I'll give you one simple method how to handle this. This is with 50 km per hour. Let's say this is 60 km per hour. Okay, see, very simple logic. Guys, if 50 km per hour means how much you travel in 1 hour? In 1 hour, how much you can travel? This is 50. Next one, 60. Guys, focus. There may be many of questions. I'll ask you 4 questions for the same data. For this question, last line I can change. I can ask 4 different questions. So first here, okay, after 1 hour, we have 50 kilometers per hour. 1 hour, 50 kilometers. 60 kilometers per hour. 1 hour, 60 kilometers. After 1 hour, okay, car 1 travel, 50, car 2 travel, 60. Okay, now car 2 is how much more than car 1? How much more than car 1 is only 10. But as per the question, how much you want? How much you want? 120 you require. Means you have to multiply by 12. Means you have to multiply this also 12. So after 12 hours, 50 into 12, first one travel 600 kilometers. Second one travel into 12 means 720 kilometers. Is the difference 120 now? Satisfied? Yes or no? So the difference between these two is 120 satisfied. Now very simple logic. I have not applied any formula here. Very simple logic. After 1 hour, as is 50 km per first one travel 50 kilometers. Second one traveled 60 kilometers. Second one is only 10 kilometer more than first one. But in question they said 120 more than. So I had to multiply by 12. When I multiplied by 12, this is what. Now, what are the different questions they can ask you is, yeah, as per this, D1 is how much? 600. D2, now adding how much? 1000, 320. 600 plus 720, 320 kilometers. Now, what are the different questions they can ask you is, after how much time trains cars will meet each other? What's the answer? After how much time cars will meet each other? What is your answer there? 12 hours. 12 hours. 12. Both travel 12. No? First one 50 into 12 only 600 kilometers. Second one 7 okay, 60 into 12. 1 hour 60 only. Okay, so 12 hours each. Okay, when after how much time they are going to meet is 12 hours. Next question. By the time of meeting, what is the distance traveled by car 1? At the time of meeting, what is the distance traveled by car 1? 600. Distance traveled by car 2. Total distance? Total distance is 1320. Right? So these are the 4 questions. After how much time they are going to meet is 12 hours. At the time of meeting, what is the distance traveled by car 1? At the time of meeting, what is the distance traveled by car 2? Or what is the total distance? So this is the 4 questions for the same data we can plan. Right? So this is again very basic question. No need of any formulas. Just analyze. Okay. There are a lot of methods. I too agree. I can say same question. D1 divided by, okay, we can go for D2 minus D1 equal to 120. Okay, timing is same. Both cases here timing is same. Both travel same time, my dear friend. When timing is same, this is the other method here, fine. That's what I just want to update you people. For the above question, sir, why this way you people can handle in a different way? Yes, we have many methods. In this above question, timing is same. How can you say, sir? Once they started, they keep traveling until they meet. Both travel same amount of time. Okay, this previous question we can handle in second method like timing is constant. When timing is constant, distance and speed are directly proportional. Our speed and distance are directly proportional. Speed is directly proportional to distance. Our distance is directly proportional to speed. Okay. Now you have already speeds are all d1 divided by d2 equal to s1 divided by s2. What is first one speed? 50. Second one speed? Ratio is 5 is to 6. Now here second one traveled how much more than first one? 1. But you want 120. We have to multiply by 120. 5 into 120 600. 6 into 120 720. Again 600 720. Total distance is that. Same. No sir, I want directly. Okay. 5k 6k. D2 equal to 120 plus D1. I don't understand this one means D1 equal to 5k from that ratio. D2 equal to 6k. D2 equal to D1 plus 120. K equal to 120. Then put that D1 and D2, you can find that. So it's a different ways of handling the question. So this is what, okay, you can, I'm not saying only above method you have to follow. You have a number of methods, you can approach anything, but finally make sure whether you got the answer correct or not. Different ways of, yeah, still there are other methods also, I do agree. This is 2 methods by given here, how to handle this question. Now let's see about this one. Previous question is 1320 kilometers is the total distance. This question set, okay, that PDF will be shared in your group, don't worry. But see the approach, try to note down the solution. Questions PDF I'll share you in the group, no issues. Questions, I'll put it in your group for your reference later. But focus on solution, how to approach. Note down the solutions. Put pen and paper, work on it. Don't sit idle. It's already high time where people need to learn things. Solve solution. Oh, sorry. Solve the question. Solutions only focus. No need of that question. I'll share you the PDF. Sir, 3 is to 5. Okay. So here, total distance 1600 kilometers. First train leaving Delhi for Mumbai, and the train leaving Mumbai for Delhi. In between, they met at Bhopal, which is 600 kilometers from Delhi. Okay, so 600 kilometers from Delhi. From Mumbai, Bhopal is obviously then 1000 kilometers. Very good. As your friend mentioned, answer is 3 is to 5. Here, timing is timing is same, constant. You started, let us say, at 8 a.m. Okay, these trains meet at Bhopal at 10 a.m. for example. So both travel for 2 hours. Both started at the same time, 8 a.m. They keep traveling, they met at 10 a.m. for example. Both travel for 2 hours. Timing is constant. When timing is constant, similar to previous question, speed and distance are directly proportional. So what is speed of first one with respect to speed of second one? What is the distance traveled by first train? This is first train. Second train. First train travel 600. This is second one we are climbing. Second train. This is first train we are climbing. So 600 divided by 1000, which is nothing but 3 is to. So option A is correct, 3 and right. So let's see about the next question. Hope you understand this one. Speeds ratio. Sometimes if we take inverse, we'll get 5 is to 3. Be careful. Speed and distance are directly proportional. Now let's see about this question. Everyone focus on this above question. If I travel at 5 by 4th of my speed, I reach my office 6 minutes early. Right. What is the original duration of time I take to reach office? Is 30? 30 minutes. 30 minutes is correct answer. See, very simple shortcut is speed is 5 by 4, then timing will be 4 by 5, right? because time and speed are inversely proportional. When speed is 5 by 4, timing will be 4 by 5, 4 by 5th of the original time. 4 by 5 can be written as t minus t by 5. 4 by 5t can be written as t minus t by 5. Minus means you are taking less time. Plus means you are taking, when your speed is more, you will take less time or more time to reach. When speed is more than the original, you will take less time to reach. That is nothing but as per the question 6 minutes. T by 5 equal to 6, t equal to 30. Original time taken is 30 minutes. When speed is more, time will be less. Compared to original speed, you are traveling 5 by 4. When compared to original timing, you are going 4 by 5th of that. When speed is 5 by 4, timing will be 4 by 5. 4 by 5 can written as, okay, 1 minus 1 by 5. So here in terms of timing, t minus t by 5. That early is t by 5. You can just map, and then if you proceed, you will get answer 30 minutes. T value 30 minutes. Right. No, sir, I'm not understanding this approach. I want my standard one. Okay, very simple. You can consider distance is same in both cases or not? Distance, same. Speed, yes. Time taken t. Here distance same, but speed is 5 by 4s. Timing is t minus 6. Minus because of early, less time, early. First case distance, second case distance, both are same. First case speed is the second case speed is 5 by 4s. Time is previously t, now t minus 6. Now I can go for time and speed are inversely related. Distance is same. D is same. Now we can write okay, R distance is speed into time. You can map. Here speed is s, timing is t. Here speed is 5 by 4s. Timing is t minus 6. Now cancelling s will be cancelled both sides. This 4 will come to this side. 4t minus 5t is t. 5 into 6 will go to this side, 30. You just solve that. Distance is speed into time. First one speed is s, timing is t. Second one speed is 5 by 4s, timing is t minus 6. This is another method. So whatever it's convenient for you, you can follow. First one we directly attack. Okay, 5 by 4th of the time. Okay, speed, timing will be 4 by 5th of that. Got it? So I'll go for next one. This is okay. We'll move to the next question. A car starts from A and B traveling 20 km an hour. 1.5 hours later, another car starts from A and traveling to at the rate of 30 km an hour. Per hour, it should be like, okay, fine. Reaches B 2.5 hours before the first car. Find the distance from A to B. It's pretty much similar to the one question we discussed. Car 1, car 2 traveled 120 kilometers more than car 1, something like that. But here they given timings point of view. We just see that. First car, distance between cars we have to calculate. First car traveled at 20 km per hour. A to B. Both are in the same direction, my dear friend. First car, second car, both traveling in the same way. Car 1 also moving from A to B. Car 2 also moving from A to B only. Car 1 in this direction with 20 km per hour. Car 2 started bit late. How much late it started? 1.5 hours late it started. But reached destination 2.5 hours before the first car. How, sir? How it is possible? Started late but reached before. How it is possible? Because second car speed is more. Second car speed is more. You are late, you reach on time, then you will be early. You are late, okay, your speed, let's say, okay, same, let's say you college bus is going on, okay, you started 10 minutes late than the college bus, right? What you will do, you people will chase college bus and you people will overtake and will reach the college before. And then why it is happened is your bike speed is more than the bus speed. So okay, and maybe there is a lot of cases buses will stop here and there. There's a lot of other factor also. You people may be maintaining same speed also, still you can reach because your stops are not there. There is other factor, fine, let it be. Okay, so but still, the one more basic. Okay, here let us say bus stops are not there. It's a non-stop bus from one place to other place. Okay, both then bike speed is more than, then it is possible. Same case here. Second car started late and then reached before. Now, can you one say how much time is saved by second car with respect to first car? How much time saved? 1 hour. What is the gain by the second car in terms of timing with respect to first car? Gain of second car 4 hours. You started 1.5 hour late or plus 1.5. You taken more time, but you reached 2.5 hour before. Plus 1.5 to minus 2.5 in between 0 is there. 1.5 to 0, or let us say, sir, you are with 15 rupees profit. You went for 25 rupees loss. The change here is plus 15 to minus 25. 15 to 0, 15, then 0 to 25. 40 changes there. Don't say 1 hour. Your total gain here is 4 hours. 4 hours gained. 240 is the distance. Yes. Okay, here gained is 4 hours. Second car travel 4 hours less than the first car. That's what I mean to climb. What is the gain here is second car travel 4 hours less than the first car to reach the destination. Do you agree with that at least? Compared to first car, second car traveled 4 hours less time to reach the destination. First car, what was the timing? Second one traveled 4 hours less because started 1.5 hour late, but reached 2.5 hour before. Lot of people are taking 1 hour. It's wrong, my dear. It's not 1 hour. 4 hours is required. Okay. Now, what is the process? Yes, we don't know distance D. Second one speed is how much, sir? T2 is related to second car. Time is distance by speed. What is the speed of second car? 30. T1 is related to first car. Distance D. What is the distance here is from here to here I am calling as D. Speed of first one 20 minus 4. Now you can take D to one side, 4 will be in the other side. D by 20 minus D by 30. Denominator will be 60. 60 into 4 will get 240. 240 kilometers. Distance is equal to 240. 60 into 4, 240 will be. Option C is correct. 240 kilometers. Check it out. Got it? Right. So now I would just want to give you one more point. There is some concept called time saving or time gain, and you can find one formula in your textbooks actually. But no need of that if you understand this process. Or from this process itself, we can develop one formula. I'll let you know what you do. But first, are you understand this one? 240 kilometers. Time is distance by speed. See, every question same thing. Time is distance by speed, but there is some small update. In this question, update is there is a gain of 4 hours indirectly given that we have to understand and apply. Now, let me give you the other example of solving this question. A formula for developing this question also. See, time gain is time difference between second car and first car time travel. That's why called as time gain or time saved. What is the time gain or time save? Is difference between two timings. Okay. And here T2 is nothing but distance divided by speed. This is distance divided by speed. And if you take D common and apply, and I just want to give you how the formula developed in your textbooks. They given one formula in your textbooks. That's what I just want to update you. The formula, this is what you can find in your textbooks. Distance is nothing but product of speeds, guys, listen. Distance is product of speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. This is what the formula you people can find in textbooks to solve all time gain related questions. Sir, how can I understand I have to apply this formula or this question is related to time gain? Distance must be constant, or else we cannot go for this concept. Distance, yeah, first car travels same distance, second car travels same distance. Distance must be constant, and definitely one speed is more than the other one. Whether S1 greater than S2 or S2 greater than S1, modulus is given because of that. I kept some modulus in below, okay, to make sure that will not be a mistake, right? So this is what finally, if you just check it out, distance is product of speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. Product of speeds divided by difference between speeds. Speeds product divided by speeds difference. Speeds product divided by speeds difference into time gain or time saved. Sir, I want to check how can we apply this question or this formula, which type of questions. So here we discussed one. We'll focus on few more as well. Yeah. Now this question, a car covers a distance of 750 kilometers at a constant speed. If the speed of the car would have been 10 kilometer per hour more, then it would have taken 2 hours less to cover the same distance. Is the same concept. Speed is more, time taken will be less. How much less is what time gain? How much you are taking less is what time gain. In previous question, 4 hours is saving. Right here, they given distance. Previous question, you need to calculate distance, but here distance is given. The car covers distance of 750 kilometers at a constant speed. If the speed of the car would have been 10 kilometers per hour more, when speed is more, time taken will be less. That's what they mentioned in the question. 2 hours less to cover the same distance. What is the versus speed of the car? But same concept, parameters is different. That's what every question we don't want to repeat something new. Previous question distance is calculated. But this question you need to calculate speed. Distance is already available. Now, how can you solve this question? You can apply that formula. Or else if you are, okay, if you want to come out of that formula, what we can do is first one is 2 hours more than, okay, maybe, yeah, fine. Second time taken is 2 hours less than the first one time taken. Do you agree? Second timing is 2 hours less than the first one. Yes or no? First one distance is how much? 750 with a speed of? Yes. Second time distance. Speed s plus 10. See, if you want to apply the formula, I will show you here. 715 equal to product of the speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. Time gain is how much? 2 hours. Directly s into s plus 10 must be equal to 3575. 3575. You need to calculate s value. Sir, placements point of view. Placements point of view. Calculator not allowed, sir, but what we can do? for this calculations. Options are given, right? Now let me go for options. Before that also approximate value which you can estimate is S plus 10. Suppose you ignore it like S plus 10 మీరు S అనుకున్నాను. అప్పుడు S into S ఏమవుతుంది? S square. I'm telling you to get approximate range. S plus 10 ను approximate గా S అనుకుంటే okay, approximately if you take it like approximation now I am doing S square will be close to అంటే S 60 దగ్గరలో ఉండాలి కదా. వాట్ ఇస్ 60 స్క్వేర్ సార్? 60 స్క్వేర్ ఇస్ 3000. ఓకే, అంటే 60 దగ్గరలో ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి, 60 రేంజ్ లో, 60 నియర్ బై లో ఉండాలి, రైట్? మన ఆప్షన్స్ కి వద్దాం. ఇఫ్ యు లుక్ ఇంటూ ద ఆప్షన్స్ 45, 50, 55, 65, this all will be out. We have a chance 55 or 65 only. Or else, as options are given, options are like 45, 50, 55, 60. I'll tell you simply, apply 50 in place of S, sir. If you apply 50 in place of S, sir, this approximation also I'm not happy. Okay, then apply, go for the options. If you put 50 here, what will happen? If S equal to 50, what is the result? 50 into 60, 3000. We got less value. Means obviously 45 also eliminated, right? 50 itself giving 3000. 45 will give less value. I want 3575. Gone. Next, go for 60. If it is 60, what will happen? If it is 60, 60 into 70 will be 4200. I want less value. So answer 55. See what I am telling you here, sir. I have a quadratic equation. S square plus 10s minus 3575 equal to 0. Even see one thing bad in that formula, keeping in your mind, it's a headache. Again, solve the quadratic equation and doing all will be taking time. So you can use options. This formula is what? Distance is equal to product of speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. Or else, let's say you people are in a zone, I don't want formula, means you can go for basic. Timing, T2 is T1 minus 2, timing is distance by speed. Right now, next step will be same thing will come. 715 you take common, here S into S plus 10, this minus 2 will go to this side, 10 plus S minus S will get cancelled. Okay, this is S into S plus 10. Here 2 will be there, equal to 715 into 10. This will also go to the same equation, my dear friend. This equation also will go to the ending with the same one. S into S plus 10 equal to 3575. Same case it will also enter. S into S plus 10 will be 3575. Solving, we'll get the answer. Okay, similar. Right, and yeah, this question I want to give you one more basic calculations. What is 15 into 25 value, sir? Anyone? 15 into 25, 25 into 35, 35 into 45. This product result, okay, what will be there? There is a shortcut in Vedic maths, okay, for this. Ending with 5 with 10 difference. Ending with 5 with 10 difference is 15 into 25, 25 into 35, 35 into 45 and all. Ends with 75, sir. You check later, all this end with 75, 75, 75. Here 55 into 65 also ends with 75. Okay, then what about before value, sir? 1, okay, among these two take least value, do plus 2. What is plus 2 for that? 1 plus 2, 3. Do product with that. 1 into 3 is 3. You take least, 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 into 4, 8. You take least, what is 3 plus 2? 5. 3 into 5, You take list, what is 4 plus 2? 6. 4 into 6 is? Here 5. 5 in plus 2. 7. 5 into 7 will be satisfied. 55 into 65, it will be. There is a shortcut in Vedic Maths related to this. 10 difference ending with 5 questions. 10 difference ending with 5 related question. There is some shortcut, that's why I kept this calculations here. Right, so fine. So see this next question. I believe you people understand this. Yeah, this question you try. Let me see how many of you understand that basic concept. See, distance is same or different. You're traveling from house to college. Walking with 3 km per hour will reach 5 minutes late. If he walks with 4 km per hour, reach 10 minutes early. What's the distance from house to college? This question is also time gain example only. Distance is same, speeds are different. You will save some timing. Yeah, here time saved is how much, sir? You are initially 5 minutes late. Now you are 10 minutes early. What's the time saved? 5 minutes? See, 5 minutes late. You are 10 minutes early. What is the time saved is 15 minutes, please. Don't say 5. This is what we discussed already. 1 point. Again, you are missing same. See, plus 5, 0, then minus 10. Plus 5, 0, minus 10. Difference is 15. Now, what we can apply? If we can recall that formula, distance is product of speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain is 15. Now, listen. Speeds are in kilometer per hour. Distance is in kilometers. Now timing, 15 minutes can be written as 1 by 4th of hour. Hour is 60 minutes divided by 4. Why I want in terms of hours is, yeah, you can see distance is in kilometers, speed is in kilometer per hour. Then you are forced to maintain timing in terms of hours. Then distance will be nothing but 3 kilometers. Option C. Application for the time gain concept. We discussed around 3 questions. Alright, this is the one where you can apply speeds, distance directly here in this question. And that cars question also they asked distance, but previous one they asked regarding speed. So just I am writing again, distance is nothing but product of speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain. I am not mentioning any units here. If all our speeds are kilometer per hour, distance kilometers, then time gain should be in hours. That we should automatically understand. Understand this question? Clear with this? Okay. Now this question very basic. Let's see how many of you can handle this. All these are basics. Aruna left for city A from city B at 5:20 a.m. She traveled at the speed of 80 km per hour for 2 hours 15 minutes. After that, the speed was reduced to 60 km per hour. If the distance between two cities is 350 kilometers, at what time did Aruna reach city A? Solve this. Target is very clear. You have to reach city A from city B. Initial speed is 80, then speed is now 60. Distance between the two cities is 350. At what time Aruna will reach city A? This question is pretty much similar to time and work question also. Time and work, time and distance is basically same way. Now here what I can give you the outline. Total distance we have to travel 350 kilometers from B to A. Okay. Initially she traveled with 80 kilometer per hour for how much distance? For how much time? 2 hours 50 minutes. Okay. Started at 5:20. Started at 5:20. 2 hours means 7:20 and 15 minutes means 7:35. Okay, fine. Now 80 kilometer per hour clearly indicates you travel 80 kilometers in 1 hour. 2 hours means 160. Then 15 minutes means divided by 4. Divide by 4, 20 kilometers in 1 by 5th of the hour. Means 15 minutes only. 15 minutes is nothing but 1 by 4th of the hour plus 20. So the distance traveled is already 180. Out of 350, 180 completed. 180 kilometers travel. Now pending 170. With what speed now? 60. Now time is distance by speed. It's 2 5 by 6 hours means 2 hours 5 by 6th of the hour can be written as 50 minutes. 50 minutes. So 2 hours 50 minutes for this, right? Now listen, 3 hours means 7:35 plus 3 hours will be, if it is 3 hours, 2 hours 50 minutes means close to 3 hours, right? 10 minutes less than, I can write this, okay, 2 hours 50 minutes as 3 hours minus 10 minutes. Then calculations will be easy. Only agenda is calculations must be easy. 2 hours 50 minutes, we are mentioning it as 3 hours minus 10 minutes. So 7:35 plus 3 hours, 10:35 minus 10 minutes means answer should be 10:25 a.m. Okay, but here none of this is the answer. A lot of people will not digest if answer is none, they'll double cross check, try 3 times, 4 times cross checking, thinking 9:25. Some people will opt 9:25. In hurry, they'll opt 9:25. Nobody is accepting none is the answer a lot of times in exam. Problem is that so you should experience it. None of this also one of the option. If there is nothing available, you can go for none. So don't have a doubt in that. Okay, in government jobs, definitely nowadays out of 100 questions, 1 or 2 questions they are giving none. Okay, so you have to make sure if none is there, it's also to be considered. Next question, this one, there is some learning for you again. So every question, see, we discussed a lot of questions, maybe close to 10 questions as of now, but every question we are planning some learning for you people. See this question, everyone try this one. Now if you check it out with this question, a man in a train noticed that he can count 21 telephone posts in 1 minute. If they are known to be 50 meters apart, what is the speed? So we know speed is distance by time. Speed is distance divided by time. Here timing is clearly given 1 minute. Timing is clearly mentioned 1 minute. Now we need about distance. So here distance point of view, 21 telephone poles. Okay, here I am going for posts are else like poles. Okay, I have 4 poles, let it be here. 4 poles I am mentioning. Distance between poles is how much? 50 meters. Again 50 meters, 50 meters. Sir, here 4 poles, how many distance came? 3 into 50 or 4 into 50? 3 into 50. We have 4 poles but 3 into 50. Now 21 poles means 20 into 50. That's what the update. This question, small update is that don't take 21 into 50. We have to take 20 into 50 meters. So 1 kilometer in 1 minute. 20 into 50 is how much? 1000 meters, 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer in 1 minute. Every minute 1 kilometer. Then it is nothing but 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, one thing do into 60, divide by 60. 60 minutes is 1 hour, or else 1 minute 1 kilometer. 60 minutes 60 kilometers. 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. 1 hour 60 kilometers. So 60 kilometer per hour is the answer. Speed is distance by time, very basic one, but still, okay, that distance 20 into 50 is important, not 21 into 50. Okay, again, we have a problem. That's it. Right. Some are getting 63. If we take 21, we take 21 into 50, option 63 will come. That's what the problem. So be careful. Right? Very good. Now let us see. This question given in ESC. Two boys begin together to write a booklet containing 817 lines. The first boy starts with first line, writing at a rate of 200 lines an hour. And the second boy, not boy, second boy, starts with the last line. He writes line 817 and so on, back proceeding at the rate of 150 lines per hour. Now, question is at what line will they meet? So this is lines. Where is, how can you consider this as time and distance? 817 kilometers we can consider. Total distance 817 kilometers. First person is traveling with 20 kilometer per hour. Second person traveling from with 150 kilometer per hour. Both started here when they're not mentioned that we are begin together. Timing is same. I believe you solved one question already similar to this. One person traveling from A to B, another person traveling from B to A. One is moving from A to B, another person moving from B to A. Distance between them is 817 kilometers. Distance between them 817 kilometers. First one travel with 200 kilometer per hour. Second one travel with 150 kilometer per hour. At what line will they meet? Many people as by having some formulas, that's why they're bringing in ESC government top level exams and all. They're bringing bit concept oriented. We have to understand what to apply, where to apply. So anyone got the answer? Which line they are going to meet? The question is simplified like this. A to B, which is 0 to 817. Boy 1 is moving with 200 lines per hour, or 200 kilometer per hour. Boy 2 is moving with 150 lines per hour. Total distance is 817. My dear friend, begins together. Can we say timing is constant? Yes or no? Now people are again worrying, sir, this is opposite, it is traveling in opposite direction, relative speed concept, not required. It's very basic. Okay, timing is constant in this question because two boys begin together, they keep typing until it is completed. Right, so they keep typing. So the timing is constant here. They begin together, clearly mention the question. So timing is constant. When timing is constant, distance and speed are directly proportional. What is first boy distance travel? Lines typed, second boy typed is equal to 200 divided by 150, 4 is to 3. D1 and D2 are nothing but 4 is to 3. 4 to 3. Right. Now, yeah. Now, 467. Okay. So, what is the distance or at what line they are meeting is if I take D1 from here to 0 to, if I meet, they are meeting here, fine. From first one, if I go, then I can get D1 if you calculate, that will give the answer. Why can't D2, sir? If you want to calculate D2, 817 minus D2 will be your answer. From first line, from 0, we have to calculate. So they keep typing and they'll meet at certain point. Okay, so here, now D1 is what from here to here. So what is D1? See, total is 817. D1 plus D2 together must be equal to 817. D1 plus D2 together must be equal to 817. If you calculate D1, that's sufficient for us. How to calculate D1 is, what is D? D1 here is 4, total is 7. D1 4, total 7, 4 out of 7 into 817. Right, which is nothing but 3268 divided by 7. So 7, 4 times 28. 46 is there, 6 times 42, then 48 is there, 48, then again I agree, okay, it should be 6 by 7, something like. Listen, so now how can you say which line? Suppose, my dear friend, you are in second page middle, means you are in which page then? Second page only, right? Okay, you are in one, you have completed first page, you are in the second page, first line, or second line or third line, you are in the second page. This is 466 lines completed. 6 by 7 is next one line. So you are in 467th line. I can simply say this is approximately 467. My answer is completed. I can show you 467 available. Done. But you understand, okay, the other meaning here is you are done with 466 lines. In next line, ending you are in 467th line, you have to consider. Right, so you just where maybe ninth page, first line also it's ninth page only. 8 1 by 2 means 8 pages completed, you are in next page, half of the middle. Okay, fine, let it be. 467th line, what is this line? Is nothing but 467th line. Question is also same, where they are going to meet. One person is moving from back to front, one person front to back, both begin together. That's what the beauty of this concept. See, okay, time and distance fine, but still, okay, different variations they are asking, and we are not applying opposite direction, same direction, nothing. We are going with very basic. Time constant, speed constant, distance constant, different things constant, how to handle. If you recall, we already discussed distance is constant related. We discussed the question, discuss distance constant related. 5 by 4th of the speed, 6 minutes early, the distance is constant only. Now this question, couple of questions we discussed with time is constant. Time is constant, right? We'll have speed constant also later, no worries. We'll have all set of questions. Next, there is one more important point to be discussed. With stoppage, without stoppage. These questions they are asking in all government sector jobs, with the in placements as well. With the stoppage, without stoppage. Read the question. 12 minutes. Okay. The average speed for an entire journey is 60 km per hour without considering the stoppages. When the stoppages are considered, average speed becomes 48 km per hour. First thing, understand the question, sir. Why speeds are different for the same train or bus? It may be train or bus with stoppage, without stoppages. Yes, see, generally, what is average speed is total distance divided by total timing. Average speed, speed is distance by time. Average speed is total distance divided by total time. Right? Suppose you are traveling 60 kilometers total distance in 2 hours means your average speed is 30 kilometer per hour. 60 divided by 2, 30 kilometer per hour. Right? So here, why timing speed is changed is without stoppage. Okay, distance with stoppage or without stoppage is same set. Distance when there is stoppage or without stoppage, I want to move from A to B. Distance is fixed. But if I consider with stoppage, when I stop at some place, it will take 2 to 3 minutes to onboard the people on getting down and onboarding. So it will take time. The timing extra denominator is extra. Average speed total distance divided by total time. When stoppage is considered, total time will increase. When denominator increase, overall value will decrease as numerator is constant in both cases. Distance will not be changed. Right? So why this much explanation is required is you can see some films they'll give a joke like okay, train is traveling with a speed of 60 km per hour. How can it stop at certain train stop? Because they have to mention its average speed. మనకు ఆ డైలాగ్ వాడు చెప్పేటప్పుడు యావరేజ్ స్పీడ్ అనే టర్మ్ వాడాలి మన స్పీడ్ అనడమే ప్రాబ్లం ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ వీ షుడ్ మెన్షన్ యావరేజ్ స్పీడ్ యావరేజ్ స్పీడ్ 60 మీనింగ్ is okay trains in between they may go for 100 or 120 speed somewhere zero they'll stop somewhere 20 30 depends on that okay curves and all they'll stop they'll go with less speed so we have to always use the word average speed. Maybe let assume, okay, I also drive my car sometimes at 120, at 100, sometimes 0. I have to stop at some speed breakers and all 0, 20, 10, fine. But what should be mentioned is, okay, my average speed of car is so and so, 60, average speed of car is so and so. My distance is around 25, I'm taking around 40 minutes, then 25 kilometers divided by 40. In between, I may go up or down, that's all nothing. I travel 25 kilometers in 40 minutes. That's what my average speed. 25, 40 minutes means we should take it like 2 by third of the hour. Then that should be modified. So 37.5 kilometer per hour only. In between you went 120 also, but for how much time? 2 minutes or 3 minutes only. Then again you have to come down. So some traffic issues, everything, right? So that's what average speed, total distance divided by total time. We always need to use the word average speed. But in fact, I have to agree. In a lot of questions, they mention speed, speed, speed only. Everywhere, if speed is never constant. We cannot move the train with constant speed of 60. Okay, with constant speed traveling by maybe riding a bike also is not possible. Okay, we can cruise, but accidents will happen. You may not reach the destination. You will reach to other place. Right. So next day, PPP, do. So we cannot do anything. Okay. So fine, we have to be careful. So fine, okay, here question is, let's come to the question. What they are asking is how much time you are spending on an average in each stoppage per hour. In each hour, how many minutes on an average you are spending in each stoppage. Okay, so yeah, we consider that due to stoppage, some time is wasted. Because of that, second one speed is less, with stoppage speed is less. Now guys, see the practical thing. I can give you one formula, I can close this and I can go ahead, but understanding, then it will fix in your mind. Later you can solve a number of questions. See, first one speed is 60, second one speed is 48. If we subtract every hour, I'm losing 12 kilometers. I'm losing our okay 12 kilometers in every hour. Do you agree with that? Why? Without stoppage, speed is 60 kilometers I can cover in 1 hour. With stoppage, I'm covering 48 kilometers in 1 hour. Now, okay, I'm spending 12 kilometers per hour, right? But question is it 12 kilometers? They're asking how many minutes per hour. Again, you practically think you are traveling in a bus without stoppage. From Hyderabad to Warangal, you are traveling in a bus without stoppage, express bus, and you are requesting the driver at some place. Okay, sir, I want to get drop at Ace College. You please drop me there. If they ask what driver will climb is, he'll tell like, okay, you lose 2 kilometers if I stop here. He'll tell in that way. What will it's already late. Okay, 5 minutes late. It is already late. I cannot stop. They'll tell in terms of timing. Anybody when there is a without stoppage bus, if you are requesting for some stoppage, they'll say already 5 minutes late in terms of timing. They don't stop. They don't tell like I'll stop at this place. I lose 3 kilometers. Nothing like. They'll mention in terms of timing. We got here 12 kilometers. You are losing in hour, but we want in terms of minutes. Okay, now this 12 kilometers with stoppage if we travel, this is all with respect to stoppage only, right? We're discussing. Now 12 kilometers with respect to 48 kilometer per hour. If we travel, how much time taken? That's it, your answer is completed. 12 kilometers, if we travel with 48 kilometer per hour, which is nothing but 1 by, is it with 48 or with 60? With 60. With 60. With 60, we have to go with respect to 60 into, okay, this will give 1 by 5th of the hour. This will give 1 by 5th of the hour. 1 by 5th of the hour is nothing but 12 minutes. Means you are spending 12 minutes each hour on stoppage. Okay, due to stoppage, you are losing 12 kilometers in hour. That's in terms of hours. Now we want in terms of minutes how much you lose per hour. So distance, you know. Now we have to take speed. 12 divided by 60. 1 by 5th of the hour. 1 by 5th of the hour is nothing but 12 minutes. So every hour you are losing 12 minutes due to stoppage. So this is how. Or if you want some formula, okay, speeds difference divided by the fastest one into 60. Why into 60 is you have to, yeah, that also I need to mention. Formula why they designed into 60 also let you. Wait. Okay, formula why at least you have to know that point. Sir, S1 minus S2 divided by S1. So what are the speeds parameter kilometer per hour or meter per second units? Numerator speed, denominator speed. What is the units now? Nothing. Units will cancel. Numerator units is kilometer per hour, denominator is kilometer per hour. Cancel. Right? Then what I'll do? Numerator hour, denominator hour. Numerator 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. That's what that 60 minutes per hour. Into 60 minutes per hour is nothing there. Per hour, see, S1 minus S2, speed only anyhow. Unit is kilometer per hour. Denominator is also kilometer per hour. Cancel. Nothing. But they're asking option in terms of minutes per hour. So first we are taking hour by hour. Hour can be considered as 60 minutes. That's what is 60 divided by hour. 60 minutes per hour. They are asking in minutes per hour. Units will be nothing, but they want hour per hour. Hour can be taken as 60 minutes. Formula design because of that 60 minutes per hour is reason is this. Or else here we have a clear outline. 12 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, now with respect to without stoppages, these 12 kilometers can be traveled in 12 minutes. So due to that stoppages, you are losing 12 minutes in every hour. 12 minutes in every hour, right? Formula, if you want, you can apply this. This is all related to your basics. I'll just try to add one more question if required. Now try this question. This is actually concept related to ratios. Terms used is speed and timing. That's why we are discussing. Or else this is actually asked in ratio concept related. What's the answer, please? Option C. Okay, so the distance is not given means we can consider they all travel with same distance. Then time is inversely proportional to speed. 435 reverse is 534. No, it's like 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 5. Then we have to take LCM for the denominators and then multiply with the term. LCM for 435 is nothing but 60. We have to multiply each term with 16 ratio, multiplying every term with some constant, dividing every term with some constant will not disturb the property. So we should divide with that 60. It's nothing but 15, 20 and then 12. So option C is correct. If speeds are in the ratio 534, 435, then timing will be in the ratio 15, 20 and 12. Basics related question only. Speeds ratio is given. Timing ratio is what we are supposed to calculate. 15, 20 and 12. If it is only two parameters, 4 is to 3, then I can say 3 is to 4 directly. For two parameters, two terms in ratio, we can write it reverse directly. But if it are 3 or more, you please kindly follow this procedure or else you'll end with wrong. If this question we discussed, you people said 30 minutes is the answer. Where speed is more, time taken is less. Now I want to discuss when speed is less, time taken will be more. Then what will be the answer for this question? 3 by 4th of the speed. Mike is 16 minutes late to reach office. The usual taken or normal time taken by him to cover the distance between home and office is what? We discussed 5 by 4th one. Speed is more, time taken is less. But now speed is less, time taken is more. That's what late. Yes, sir. Answer 48. Okay, correct. 48 is correct. When speed is 3 by 4, time taken will be 4 by 3. 4 by 3 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 3. This extra is what? 16 minutes. Sir. Plus means late. You are taking extra time. In question, the extra time is 16. In expression, we got t by 3. T by 3 equals 16 means t must be obviously equal to 48 minutes. Normal time taken is 48 minutes. 3 by 4th of the speed. Time taken must be 4 by 3rd of the timing. That can be written as t plus t by 3. So t by 3 equal to 16, t equal to 48 minutes. Normal time taken to reach the office is 48 minutes. Clear with this question? Let us see the next one. This one, time and distance linked with progressions concept actually. Let me see how many of you can apply. Why progressions is speed is increased 2 kilometers every hour. After every hour, 2, we should increase, keep increasing. Terms are time and distance, but concept is progression. I have given you the hint already. Arithmetic progression, AP, arithmetic progression concept. The speed of a bus increases by 2 kilometers after every 1 hour. I'm telling you this is arithmetic progressions. If the distance traveling in the first hour was 35 kilometers, what was the total distance traveled in 12 hours? Sir, 552. Okay, we'll check. Thank you. So here first hour how much? 35. Second hour distance? 37. Next 39. Like that we have to keep going until 12 terms. Until 12 terms. Right? 35, 37, 39 like that we are going up to 12 terms. Now sum of, yeah, this is distance. Distance, total distance is nothing but we have to go for arithmetic progression concept where difference is nothing but equal to 2. Now distance is nothing but number of terms divided by 2 into. You people know sum of terms in AP is nothing but n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Without formula also there is some other method find that required averages arithmetic progression concept basics or AB basics. Fine, let it be for right now. We'll just try to cover up this. 70 plus 11 into 2. N minus 1 number of terms is 12. So this is 6 into 92, 552. 6 into 90 itself 540. We want more than 540. It's 552. Arithmetic progression concept. It's not at all time and distance to be frank to say. But terms are distance, speed. People may think, okay, here timing is given, here distance is given, here speed is mentioned. This is arithmetic progression question. Still we are in basics. I'm searching for one other good question. Fine, we'll see. So hope you understand this question with respect to progressions. One question we discussed with respect to ratio inputs. Try to solve this question. What's your answer? Already we discussed similar model. Let me know whether you people are in that right note or not. I just want to check. Guys, what's the answer for this question? With a uniform speed, a car covers a distance in 8 hours. We already discussed this question in today's session. Let me check whether people are applying that concept or not. Previously, there is certain speed. Now, speed is increased by 4 km per hour. The same distance would have been covered in 7.5 hours. The distance covered is slightly some extra points they added for that discussion. What is the time gain here, sir? Is this time gain concept or not? First one traveled 8 hours. Second one speed increase. Speed increase means time taken will be less. Half an hour less. Time gain is half an hour here. We discussed in today's session distance is product of speeds divided by difference between speeds into time gain and all. How what situation you have to apply that formula and how you got all those. Here indirectly you can observe initially 8 hours, then 7.5 hours. Time gain is clearly half an hour. Now don't say 15.5 hours. Don't say 15.5 now. It's only 8, now 7.5. Half an hour. Speeds initially 8 hours, same distance. Now same distance, 7.5 hours. Anyone solve? Either time gain concept or normally also fine, let it be whatever the method you try. Good. Two equations, two unknowns. You can solve this question normally also. Distance is speed into time. Distance is d. Speed is s. Timing is 8 hours. Same distance, speed s plus 4. Timing 7.5. Two equations, two equations only right here. How many unknowns are there? Two unknowns. Can you calculate? Yes, instead of that time gain concept directly, d is equal to 8s. I can put it in the left side. 8s equal to 7.5s. 4 into 7.5 is nothing but 30. I came to know half of the speed is 30, speed will be 60. Speed is 60. Now substitute that here, answer is 480. No need of time gain formula, nothing all in this question. Distance is speed into time. Speed is s, time taken is 8 hours. Next, same distance, speed is s plus 4, timing is 7.5 hours. Okay, then solving as both equations are same, left hand sides are same, we can equate and we can directly attack. 0.5s equal to 30. Half of s by 2 is 30, s will be 60. When you know speed, you can go for distance as we have equation available directly. 480 kilometers. Right. Next, this one you say. A car complete a journey in 10 hours, travels first half of the journey at the rate of 21 km per hour and second half at the rate of 24 km per hour. The total journey in kilometers is. Again, basic question. Don't ask for the option 225, 224. Okay. A car complete a journey means here you should consider total distance. Total distance, let it be d. First half of the journey d by 2. Second half of the journey d by 2. D by 2, d by 2. Right. So total journey, let it be d. This is d by 2 and here it is d by 2. This one with a speed of 21 km per hour. This one with the speed of 24 km per hour. So time is distance by speed. Okay. Speeds are two different speeds are there. We need two different timings. T1 plus T2 will be equal to 10. D time is distance by speed. Distance here is d by 2. Speed is 21. Here distance here is d by 2. Speed is 24. You can take d out and then taking LCM and handling this question, you will get d value. Take d by 2 in fact out. 21 and 24. 3 into 7 into 8. Okay, that will be the LCM. Here it will be 8. Here it will be 7. Then from this, d by 2 into 15 divided by 21 into 8 equal to 10. We need to solve this 3 5 times, 3 7 times, 5 2 times. So all this together, okay, we got 32 into 7, which is 224. You solve d value 224. First half d by 2, second half d by 2. In fact, this question can be handled using average speed concept also. I'll let you know the other way of solving this question. Average speed concept also we can d by 2, d by 2. First half 21 kilometers per hour, second half 24 kilometers. Total distance d first half and second half. Time is distance by speed. Total journey is 10 hours. We are adding and we need to make sure we work d value from this, right? The other thing, if suppose if people are formula based note, if you want to go in, there is one formula for average speed when distance are constant. First half of the journey, second half of the journey, distance is constant, right? Then average speed, one formula is total distance divided by total time. Total distance is d, total timing is 10. This is basic. The speed is distance by time. Average speed is total distance divided by total time. Total distance we don't know d. Total timing given in the question is 10 hours. And there is other formula. Okay, regarding average speed. When two speeds are given with same distance, product of speeds 2 into product of speeds divided by sum of speeds. This is average speed formula. If there are two speeds are given with same distance, condition is that, then 2 into x into y divided by x plus y. Then you can equate these two, you can calculate d value directly. That is for average speed. This is also for average speed. We can equate these two equations and you can calculate d value directly. This is one method. I given normal method here without any formulas. Basic one. Total journey d by 2 like that. We divided and we solved. Or else if you want to do it bit speed, bit faster note, then you need one formula there. When two speeds are given with same distance, average speed is 2xy divided by x plus y. And basic formula for average speed is total distance divided by total time. We can map both are equal here. Then we can calculate d value. This is one of the other way of solving. Then we'll get 224. You can cross check. We'll get 224 in both the ways. Right. Next question. The same question people already solved. Let me see for this one what's your answer. Due to stoppage, without stoppage and all we discussed already. For this question, what's the answer? With stoppage, without stoppage. How many minutes bus stop per hour? 10. Okay, so what's the concept like? How much we are losing? 9 kilometers in 1 hour. But we want in terms of minutes or timing. Okay, this with 54 kilometer per hour, 9 by 54, which is 1 by 6th of hour, claimed as 10 minutes. You lose 10 minutes every hour. Previously, we discussed 60 and 45, something, some other values. This is now 54 and 45. They'll change the values also with stoppage, without stoppage. Difference between speed divided by faster speed into 60. That formula, if you want to buy it, or else directly 54 minus 45, 9 kilometers you're losing per hour. And yeah, see, generally, sir, y divided by 54, if you want to remember that in a better way, in gate exam, your score, your rank will be basically or your score. See your marks. If you see the gate rank score, rank card, there will be different things like what is the marks you scored, percentage is there. That percentage is decided by topper. How much marks the topper got? The first rank candidate got out of 100. With respect to that, your percentage is changed. You may think that, sir, I got 30 marks out of 100. Percentage should be 30 percentile rate, but you don't get 30 percentile rate. In rank card, if you observe, your marks is 17 out of 100 also, they don't give 17%. Gate exam is for 100 marks. But that when they convert into percentile, they calculate with respect to the topper divided by. So here, in fact, in these two, the topper will be 54, high speed one. You can remember like that something in your mind. Why? Okay, dividing by 54, it's not divided by 45. Yeah, this one. A boy goes to his school from his office at a speed of 3 km per hour and return at a speed of 2 km per hour. If it takes 5 hours to go and come, I think this is very basic question. What is the distance? while going 3 km per hour, written 2 km per hour. Total time taken 5 hours. Distance between house and school. Options available. Step 4. See, very simple. Guys, check the options. If distance is 6, while going how much time will take? 6 by 3? 2 hours. Written 6 by 2? 5 hours satisfied, right? 6 kilometers. Or if you want, sir, I want some formula. Okay, d by 3, written d by 2 equal to 5. Why d by 3? Your distance is d. Don't take d by 2. Okay, here, okay, speed is 3. This time is distance by speed. Right, okay, A to B you are traveling. Then B to A you are traveling, return. Full journey here. Right, this is one way of solving the question. No, sir. Just no previous question you said there are two distance, two same distance, two speeds, average speed formula. You said total distance divided by total time. Yeah, you can apply that also here, sir. Average speed will be when there are two speeds with same distance. 2 into x into y divided by x plus y. And average speed is total distance. Total distance how much here? dr2d. dr2d, 2d. We are moving from A to B d distance, then B to A, 2D, don't say D. Previously D by 2 plus D by 2, but here A to B is D distance, B to A is D distance, 2D divided by total time taken. Equate this, still you will get D value, but I don't recommend that. Okay, suppose some people may question me, the previous question is all similar to this here, you can also handle that. Average speed is 2x divided by x plus 5, total distance divided by total time, or else very simple is this. Okay, A to B, B to A to B distance is D kilometer, B to A also D kilometer, D plus D, 2D is the total distance. Total distance divided by total time, average speed. You can also apply if you want. Okay, answer 6.